I have to say, I didn't expect this to happen so soon. Well, you did it. You're in the starting lineup, man.
I'd be lying if I said I was surprised, but I appreciate it, Coach.
Good. Now you have to prove you belong.
Come on, Coach, you know I got it.
Look, I just want to be as clear as possible with you. And if we bench a vet tonight and start a rookie and you lay an egg, it makes the organization look real bad. And that can have ripple effects. Listen, I need you to go out and make an impact, at least on one end of the floor tonight.
Keep it real with me, Coach. Would you get in trouble if I didn't?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. There's a lot of politics when you reach this level. Things aren't always simple as X's and O's.
Yeah, see that right there? That's why you should know I won't let you down.
Ooh, I like that.
I got you, Coach.
Thanks, man.
Outspoken rookie.
Not everyone gets in, so we don't have to pay to make that any more important. I see the score is about 2.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Here with Grant Hill, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Tonight we've got a special treat. Our NBA insider, Shams Charania, sitting in with us as well. Shams, glad you could be here tonight.
Of course, BA, I'm glad to be a part of this crew. This is a pretty big-time group I'm a part of right now, BA.
Yeah, well, good luck getting the word in, my friend. And they're weathering a big absence. Nothing too serious, thankfully, and a chance for others to step up.
It's tough enough to win in this league when you're at full strength. Missing a cornerstone player makes it even harder.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. Nicholas Claxton out there with MP. And it's Porter in at the 3. And for the Spurs, Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Barnes is out there with Luke Cornett. And it's Fox in at the point guard position. And by all accounts, the Spurs had one of the best draft nights of any team, Sean.
You already have Victor Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox, and now you're getting 2 lottery picks. One in Dylan Harper, who in a lot of years would have been the #1 overall pick, and then also Carter Bryant, a prototype 3-and-D prospect for this team. These 2 players should have an immediate impact in the league.
The Spurs, a team to watch.
Well, this is something they're asking of Vassell. He's a smart guy, and he can facilitate for them.
Lets it fly. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. You know, the other day I was checking out the magazine stand at the bookstore, and I saw MP right on the cover. How about that?
Oh, I saw it too at the supermarket. And you know what? Congrats to MP. Making a magazine cover is no doubt a I made it moment.
For the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on our sideline.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting five in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You know, it seems his moment has arrived. Thanks. And with picks 2 and 3 in this year's draft, Shams, we saw the Spurs and the Sixers add to already crowded backcourt rotations.
The draft is really a talent grab, so you have to go for the best available. But we saw in the finals the value of having multiple guys who can play with the ball in their hands, spread the floor, do multiple things on the court, and the competitiveness is a big part of this. The ability to play both ends is a big part of this. So all of those traits increasingly important to win in today's NBA.
Pass to MP. Now here's Claxton. Outside for Porter. Here's Dimon. Here's MP. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. San Antonio has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Steps back. Here's Castle. And he comes up with a bucket.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
And Shams, you're on TV probably more than ever. Is that challenging? I mean, how often do you have to shave every day?
Yeah, BA, I always got to be camera ready. And in season, particularly with the Luka Doncic trade, that happened so late at night that I knew at 11 p.m. Central Time I had to be ready. And for me, of course, interacting with my sources and getting information is one thing, but being TV ready, being ready to be on camera, it keeps me busier than ever. I know I have to be ready 24/7, 365.
You always look good, Shams. You're always ready for TV.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be like you.
Something that MP has that not many other rookies can claim, championship experience. MP was a key member for his team that won a title in the European League.
Yeah, and there's no substitute for experience like that. MP might be a rookie, but to have played in a European championship game is something that goes a long way as far as composure on the court.
Now here's Fox. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Shot clock at 5. Brooklyn with the board. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
Not exactly the biggest game on the season schedule, but both teams are capable of flashing serious potential.
And last year they split their season series, so this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
Here's Barnes. The Nets making their last shot. That's good from Fox on the assist by Barnes.
That is an assertive shot from Fox. Total trust in his jump shot. He's come a long way in that regard.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Here's Fox. Lays it up and banks it in. Fox has got 5 points.
Not the biggest guy. Fox showing a lot of heart in close.
It's Thomas on the wing. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. For 3, Dimon. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs lead by 3. Pass to Fox. From down in the low post, it goes. And that's now 7 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Here's Dimon. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Claxton a screen on Fox. For 3, Dimon hits the trifecta. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. San Antonio on top. They're up by 2. And we'll be back. And Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Olynyk. Castle comes in for Waters. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. Brooklyn also changing it up. MP's checked in for Wilson. Porter Jr. comes in for Mann. Demon comes in for Johnson. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Barnes is out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Sohan in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the San Antonio 5. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game. Shams, a personal question for you. This is just about the industry in general. I know you have all these sources. You don't reveal your sources. No good journalist does. But what's in it for them?
You know, BA, I'm going to tell you guys, because this is a nice family environment here at the desk. It's always something for me, 365, 24/7. These are real relationships. It's always a two-way street when it comes to whether it's a source, a relationship that I have in this industry. And right now, more than ever, it's a relationship business. You can't just show up when you need someone. And so for me, I go every day and try to build the best relationships I can.
Hey, and let's face it, we're in the entertainment industry. And how entertaining is it to get a scoop from Shams?
Come on now, we're all waiting for it.
Knocks down the long J.
That's a nice bit of space, and Johnson was locked and loaded for that catch-and-shoot jumper.
Outside Porter. Pass to MP. From the stripe. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. MP's got 10. And a busy summer for trade, Shams. What went into that frenzy of activity?
Yeah, only the Nets had significant cap space, so that meant it was going to be a lot of trades, not a ton of free agent movement. Also, with a much greater level of parity, the East is wide open. The teams are really sensing there's a chance here to go for it. We saw that with the Desmond Bane trade in Orlando.
You feel like we may go on the same kind of roll next summer?
Yeah, I think next summer there'll be much more free agent movement. There's going to be about 10 to 12 teams with significant cap space in the summer of 2026.
Sean, you got to get all your cell phones charged up, baby.
They're ready.
Tricky shot by Fox right there. That floater is nearly impossible to defend.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Spurs with some changes. Cornette's checked in for Sohan, and it's Vassell in for Johnson. Brooklyn also changing it up. Nick Claxton comes in for Clowney, and it's Thomas in for Williams. Pass to MP. MP making his presence felt.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Spurs trail by 6. Fox deciding where to go with it. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Count that bucket.
How about the soft touch from Fox? Measuring the floater beautifully. Love his initiative.
And Shams, as always, it was a pleasure to have you with us here tonight. Thanks for making the time, man.
Of course, BA. Call me anytime. Let's do this again. I'm always available for you, BA.
Best to call, text, email, or send a snail mail.
All of the above.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't meet a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
There's 48 seconds left in the second. Clock at 6. Castle outside. From outside the arc. And it's MP with a rebound. Nets leading by 6. And Fox comes to help. Here's Dimon. Thomas outside. For 3. Rebound by San Antonio. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Oh my, it was a great game. It went down to the wire. Both teams gave all they had, but only one could come away satisfied.
Yeah, this is the kind of game you come away thinking coulda, woulda, shoulda. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter, and it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be back in a moment.
You know, right now for the Nets, couldn't have had asked for a better start. I love the focus and they're determined. Come on.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Nets.
Well, they've been the more measured.
And that is going to do it.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. The tandem on the perimeter, Thomas and Porter Jr. MP is out there with Nicholas Claxton, and it's Demon in at the 1. Back to Castle, lets it go from deep. The shot misses. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Fox the pass to Cornette, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of them.
Gets the 3 to fall. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Cornette with it. Back to Castle. Pass to Fox. Puts up a 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. MP's got 4 rebounds now. Will grant for a late first-round pick. Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A. He's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide. Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Over to the wing for 3. Demon. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trail by 12. Vassell outside. Fox outside. Castle outside. Barnes the screen. Back to Fox. Lots of room. The rebound by MP. MP's got 5 rebounds in the game. For 3, Demon. San Antonio with a rebound. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Castle against MP. Castle outside. The 3. Pass to Vassell. Another shot. And it's Fox missing.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
The bulldozer. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Sohan's checked in for Cornette. Keldon Johnson comes in for Barnes. Water.
Substitution on court.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Vassell. San Antonio moving the ball around. They get it again.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
At the forward slots, it's Vassell and Barnes. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. And it's Cornette in at the center position. That's the San Antonio 5.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
First one falls for him. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their big three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
And he makes both free throws. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Coming off the screen, Fox draws attention, which creates a window for that pass.
Now here's Johnson. MP outside. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Right side Barnes. Fires it from 18. The basket's good off the assist from Fox.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Johnson on the wing. He's covered by Fox. Outside man. Pass to MP. 6 to shoot. Now Williams. Fires the 3. He drops it from range. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, BA, this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Pass to Wolf. Rebound by San Antonio.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Brooklyn with the ball. Outside man. Here's MP. He's guarded by Barnes. From deep, Johnson. And it's Cornette with a rebound. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Fox. Here he goes. And the shot goes.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.